ebook we're going over is the Arizona Cardinals defense. This defensive playbook is very similar to the Ravens defense. So if you like the Ravens defense, you can be able to use this one or transfer plays. Doesn't really matter. The main specialty of the Arizona defense is that in nickel formations, your free safety one is your nickel instead of your cornerback three, and in dime sets, your strong safety one is your fourth defensive back. So you can package out of that when you need your corner and whatnot. But the reason I use this book is mainly for having nickel normal with 3-4 personnel, and yeah, that third safety really lays the boom. So it's something really nice to have, especially in MUT if you can afford three big hitting safeties. So let's go look at our first play. Let's see, where is it at? It's in 3-4 even. If you're on YouTube, go to the description and the Google Doc book will be right there. If and that you can go along with it, go along with me. So our first play is what's it called? Strong safety Sam 3. There it is. All right, and then we're going to just do any gun. So, medium passes. All right, so he's an under center. I really should have just did a random play. I'll do a random play next time. All right, base of line, crash defensive line down. You're gonna spy the right defensive end, which is this guy, and then you're going to move the linebacker on the left of the screen 2 steps, which is this guy. You're gonna blitz him, and that's your blitz. You're gonna put your user right here, and that's the setup. So your obvious weakness is to the left. So yeah, that's a problem. And if you think they're gonna throw a quick pass to the right, probably hard flat. So let's see how fast it gets in. So it got in, but Wilson just said no, and he had plenty of time to throw that ball, so it did get picked up. So I'm never gonna say that a blitz is like a nano or anything until there is a real nano. But for now, these plays are just situational, and you use them to get pressure in. So let's go to the next play, which is Will Fire. Let's go in here. I'm going to change my coaching suggestions to never flip. Am I able to do that right now? Oh, I guess I can't. Never mind. I guess I won't do that. Practice mode is weird. Alright, Will Fire 3 seam. This is our next play. Let's do random play. Alright, so the setup for this one is base a line, shift your linebackers right, crash your D-line out, and then spy a defensive end. So that one's up to you. You don't even have to do this part too. This is optional. I should probably put the optional sign there, so let me put that in the book. Alright, so all you're going to do is put your user right here. Just hover there, and that's all you have to do. So let's see how well the blitz gets in. Picked up really well, so yeah. That's a lot of plays can be picked up this year, so I'd never expect a play to work out super well for you. So base the line, shift linebackers right, crash D line out, and let's do the spy D tackle this time. Yep. I guess any play meant run play. Probably should have made sure it was a pass play. Okay, so next play is called Crossfire. Crossfire. Alright. Yeah, Crossfire at a 3-4 even. Random play. Okay, so the setup is base the line, shift linebackers right, blitz all outside linebackers, which is right defensive pad, and then blitz all, which I believe is that one. And then you're going to, if you need to, you can. I think cross manning still works for linebackers. Yeah, you can cross man these two players, and then just user the middle. Probably take away Bolden. Press if you want. That's up to you. So we'll see how this gets in. Got picked up again. That's crazy. Game's really picking up these blitzes. That's why I say blitzes are situational, because they get picked up. There's not much you can do about blitzes getting picked up this year, because you can stop a blitz almost basically just by blocking your halfback, blocking your tight end, or identifying the mic. So I'd play base coverage until 3rd and longs, maybe a early blitz if you want to try and catch them off guard. So 3-4 odd. We all know the best run defense is cover 4 drop show 2. So I'm not really going to go over that. That's the meta. If that's how you probably should play your defense. I really like it this year as a goal line defense. What I do in goal line is I put the strong safety in a QB spy. Then I re-blitz the defensive ends, and I user either linebacker with a cloud flat or hard flat or shading, so that gives me a lot of like extra help in the goal line. The major problem with that is the QB run. So the QB spy is there for the QB run, but it's also there to stop a slant, a quick pass. But what happens is the QB could just move a little bit, so the spy gets out of the way, leaving a big gap right there, and they just instantly get the slant. So that's the problem with that one. Next play is Crash Blitz 3. Alright, so Crash Blitz 3, we're going to base a line, shift line right. We're going to crash right. We're going to spy the right D end. So this spy the D end is actually optional. And we're going to user the hook right about here. And let's see. And another thing, so instead of this QB spy, how about bluff blitzing him? And that lets you actually have more coverage with less blitzers, and you're gonna take away Wilson or Baldwin short, I believe. So wherever the ball heads to you. So you take away that Y. Everything was covered pretty well. Probably would scramble. Man, he got all day in the pocket. That's kind of crazy. Wonder if it has anything to do with I put all the 49ers out of position to get a 3-4 look. It could have something to do with that, but I'm not a big believer in the awareness, so maybe I will be if that changes. I'm going to try it one more time. Alright, so let's try it one more time. Base the line, shift line right, crash ran. And then we're going to bluff blitz. Ah, the flip. Maybe it was the flip. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I generally leave basing a lining off, so let's do this. Alright. Auto flipping, I generally leave off. That's probably why it actually didn't work. So let's try this again without, or making sure it starts on the left side. Okay, so where's it at? Alright, base a line, shift line right, crash right, spy, or bluff blitz, and then user hook. I mean, it gets in. The corner gets in. You just have to make sure you cover everything. Because he could have thrown that deep in. He might have picked it, but he also might have just gotten it based on how things work. Alright, next play is edge 3. 3-4 odd, edge 3. Where are ya? Edge blitz 3. Okay, so we're gonna base a line, we're gonna press, we're gonna shift linebackers right, we're gonna blitz left of screen outside linebacker, which is our roll, which is Aaron Lynch. And then we're going to just user the hook and try and take away what we can. So, take away. RB would have been the route he'd throw to if he got the pass off. So that got in pretty well, so let's not jinx ourselves and try it again. Base the line is, alright, so version 2 is base the line, shift linebackers left, and then crash defensive line outside. So it's going to look more like this time. So what's going to happen is the middle linebacker is probably going to be the one to get in. And who got in? Tank Carradine, the D tackle. Yeah, that's fine. Still, as long as you get pressure. Alright, my favorite blitz is this next one. Fire zone bluff. So there's not a lot of blitzes this year that you can rush for and get everything. But I really like this one just because it's a base cover 3 if they stay in the pocket and have time. So you at least have decent coverage. But if they run to the right, they have the QB contained, which makes the rush faster. And they also have Reuben Foster right here, who's going to go right up the middle and try and get them. So let's try that. So this is the first version is just leaving it stock. Generally I leave it stock and then play with the shading. So the version 2 is base line, press, pinch D line, crash middle, and turn your purple zones into cloud flats. So you do that by shading down to hard flats and then shading up one more time to cloud flats. And you can rezone. I'm going to rezone them to see where you're going to user. So this is where you user. Now if you want, you can shift linebackers left. I don't know why shifting it left gives him a better rush angle, that middle linebacker, but it just might. So let's see what happens. Alright, so that got in pretty quick. Bowman, that's why we shifted, right? So Bowman could get in a little bit faster. But other than that, it's just a pretty nice blitz. Let's go to version 3. Let's see. It's crazy there's a version 3. Man, I don't even remember writing these sometimes. Base line, press, blitz right side linebacker. So that's basically the play. Oh wait. No, that's the play. Okay. Wait, is it flipped right now? Is that why I'm confused? No, it's right. It's definitely right. Why would I say blitz the right side linebacker when he's already blitzed? Huh. Maybe I meant the left linebacker. Yeah, that's probably what I meant. Yeah, so let's change that to Lolb in the book. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is really just play with the shading over there. So I'm going to make it a cloud. If you want, I'm going to bluff blitz Carradine. So he goes back to his original zone still, but now it looks like a different blitz. So let's see how this gets in. So it looked like it was about to get in, but it got picked up by the halfback. So yeah, that's the life of blitzing. Just gonna get picked up every once in a while. Alright, so let's go to the next setup. It's a buck 3. It's out of 3-4 odds still. Buck 3 press, yeah, that one. Alright, that one. Alright, so let's do. Alright, so your adjustments for this play is base line press, bluff blitz the hooked middle linebacker, which is this guy. And now you're going to main, and you're going to user read. You can use the other purple if you want. It doesn't really matter. So this is an empty set. So if you ever see an empty set, never blitz like this. If you see an empty set, immediately go to like cover 3 or cover 2. You do not want to get killed by an empty set. So we're gonna run this anyway. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you see empty versus 3-4 blitz, just change your play. Alright, so let's snap it. So blitz got right through the middle. If he had a halfback, that still would have got through because that was dual interior. That was nice. So you're probably going to notice throughout this book, I don't have it written down in every formation, but I think bluff blitzing should be the meta this year. Because most of my sacks and blitzes like work when you bluff blitz. So we're going to random play this. Alright, so our next play is Brave 1. We're going to man align, which is by pressing RB instead of base aligning. We're going to press. We're going to shade the corners inside or outside. I like doing it outside. That way, because when I'm finished with this, there's going to be a zone over the middle. So at least it'll be a little bit better covered. We're going to pinch the line. We're going to spy, zone, or... so you're going to do something with this right defensive end I'm on, which is Buckner. So I'm going to bluff blitz him. I just like bluff blitzing this here. And our user is going to be either Bowman, because he's manned up on the halfback, Robinson, because he's manned up on the tight end, or Ward up here. So if you do Robinson, you have to stick with the tight end. If you do Bowman, you look at the halfback, see if he's running a route. If he's not, just double someone up. And if you're using Ward, make sure you don't get beat deep. So I like to do Bowman because it's the least risky. So let's do this. So I left the halfback wide open. He would have easily got thrown that for a 10-yard gain. So that's just one of those worries that you're going to have. So let's do it one more time. Man align, press, shade corners inside, pinch line, bluff blitz, and then just who are you going to use on this time? So since there's no backfield, we're going to use reward. And yeah, that's the best we can do. Now, that got in pretty quick, but the thing about empty sets this year, and bunch sets just like this, is the quick pass can really kill a blitz. Just like even the basic bench play would destroy this blitz right now. Alright, so let's go to our next play. Alright, cover for Mike. Let's see, where's it at? Cover for Mike. Is cover for not Mike not in this one? Man, how do I keep... I swear to gosh. I feel like these plays are disappearing on me because I felt like I run them before. But that's probably just because all 3 4s are the same. Cover 9 is our next blitz. So we're going to look at cover 9. So I just run cover 9 as cover 9 because you don't really get the best run stuffing. You get the free safety in, which is cool. It's too bad you don't get read. I mean, I would like to get read, but he is playing deep contain, so that makes sense. You can pull read down a little bit and fake a little bit. So yeah, we throw this in a few times because they just think we're blitzing. And then what I like to do is a lot of time with this play is I like to baseline press. I like to make it look like I'm blitzing. So baseline press, like shickers or something. Like do anything you can to make this look like a blitz because it's actually not. And then maybe use our Foster and take away that flat. And all you're doing is try to confuse your opponent into throwing a bad pass right here. Because this is not this version isn't a blitz. This is literally just some tomfoolery. Version 2 of this is if you want to blitz from yeah. So what I like to do is baseline press, move the corner back over this blue corner. We're gonna blitz him. We're gonna purple the lobe right here. Boop. Am I doing that right? No. There it is. Okay, we're gonna blue him, and I wonder if I can bluff blitz him and him still have his purple. Let's see. No. Alright, so just purple. Alright, so we're gonna leave him in a purple, and then we're gonna sideline right. Oh, sideline right. Yeah, sideline right, crash right. So that's what the blitz will look like. Your main weakness in this is both flats. So if you want, do that and get your flat zones protected. And if you want to be like middle in both, cloud flat. So let's do cloud flats. Let's see how the play gets in. And that was a run play. Man, I'm controlling the second controller and I still let that happen. Okay, so let's baseline press. Oh, baseline press. It's flipped this time, so whenever it's flipped, just do your adjustments backwards. So blitz him, purple, lynch, slide line left, crash left. There we go. And then we'll do that. Give us some cloud flats. So that play, get in a little bit faster. So that's all we do with cover 9. Is Mike 0, pinch bug 0? Yeah, I'll just do Mike 0 just in case. Okay, so Mike 0 is our next blitz. Is it pinch bug 0? It might just be pinch Mike, that's why. Okay, so this is a play that we like running, just because it's a kind of nice play. Alright, so what we're going to do out of this play, and how did I snap that? Well, it got in on its own, so I guess I don't have to show you stock now. Alright, so what we like doing on this play is we bluff blitz the D tackle, and then we're going to user Foster. So what we like to do is, yeah, just that. That's really it. So yeah, just do that and hope the blitz gets in pretty fast. Because he didn't really have anyone open on that one, but he could have ran up the middle with the QB. So now we're in a 2-back set, which is what I really wanted to show you. So what we're doing on this 2-backs, we're going to put Foster into a hard flat, and now we're going to user ward. We're going to shade inside, and then we're going to maybe bluff blitz the outside guy this time instead of the that inside guy. And now let's see how the blitz gets in. It's stuff to run okay. I mean, there's that. I don't know why I'm not just like controlling the controller, but whatever. So yeah, that's why we like this 0 blitz on 2-back sets. Aren't like gun 2-back sets. If it's strong, weak, or whatever, that's a good way to use the Mike 0. Alright, so the next one. Sorry if this gets to be a long video. I'll try and cut. I do try and cut up my defensive ebooks later on and post them later as just like little snippets. But yeah, I'm just getting tired, so I'm like squinting to read my thing. So we're gonna blitz the flat corner, which is Johnson. We're gonna purple a left of screen middle linebacker. So that's Foster. We're gonna user the remaining hook, and yeah, that's it. And user. All right, so optional is this is the main way. The optional way is bluff blitz and then user this guy. So let's do it this way. And I called a run again. Man, I keep forgetting that second step. All right, so let's do that one more time. All right, blitz. We'll see, purple, bluff blitz, user. All right, so let's do that. Make sure it's a run, or make sure it's a pass. And it got picked up. So he killed us with the RB route, probably. So yeah, that's why I say these blitzes are situational. Cover 6 is just a play you throw in there just to try and make them throw that weird, a bad throw. So let's go to the next one. Pinch dog. So if you see plays not work for me in this video, that I'm just telling the truth. I'm not gonna like edit out those clips of them not working, because blitzes just sometimes don't work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They're situational. I can't stand seeing on line and seeing no blitz guaranteed and all that stuff, because it's not guaranteed. All right, so the next play is baseline or pinch dog 3. We're gonna baseline press, and if you want to rush 6, blitz the hook zone. All right, so yeah, if we want to rush 6, we're gonna blitz the Foster. So let's do it once like this, and then we'll blitz the 6 guy. So that was an okay blitz. His halfback was on a blocker release, and he didn't block, so that helped that get in. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna baseline press, and we're gonna blitz Reuben Foster, and we're gonna user Bowman. Actually, since they're under center, we're going to use a read. Because under center is less likely to throw that deep middle. They still can, and they still will online. It's just, it's less likely than a gun. So, yeah, that got in pretty well. I like that. Buckner got right there. Alright, we'll see. Cover 3 Buzz Buck is our next play. The reason that I'm doing so many different ones for 3-4 odd is because no one blitz is good, obviously, but to have variety will help you out in games. So you're going to base a line, press, blitz your right side linebacker. You're going to shift the line left. You're going to crash left, and that's your blitz. Very, very simple. I probably user read and try and take underneath routes to the right side of the field where like Graham and McEnvoy are. But yeah, so let's just see how this gets. It got in okay. It didn't do a great job. Like you'd wish against an empty set that'd go faster, but it just didn't. Alright, so let's do this again. Baseline press, blitz right, left side linebacker, shift line left, crash line left. Alright, so what this extra step we're going to do this time is we're going to bring Reed down. We're going to bluff blitz him, and we're going to user Foster. And that didn't really get it help in, and X was right there, so he killed us with X. Heck, I'm going to throw it and see if he still kills us with X. Yep, still killed us with X. So that's you win some, you lose a lot. Alright, so cover 3 cloud. Next play is cover 3 cloud. Where are you? Cover 3 cloud. Cover 3 cloud. There we are. So what I like to do is just like the cover 6 one. We blitz this guy. We're going to purple the left middle linebacker. We're going to shift the line left. We're going to crash left. And we're going to shift the linebackers left. So this is what the blitz looks like. It's definitely gonna get pressure. The problem is the run. Oh my god. I don't know why I keep forgetting to just press a pass play. Okay, let's do this again. Blitz the blitz the left corner wherever he's at. Alright, so yeah, let me just snap this and sometimes you base a line just out of instinct. You don't want to base a line on these ones because of the corner. Right, so we're going to move the corner over, blitz him, purple the linebacker. We're going to shift line left, crash line left, motion linebackers left. And that should... Well, it stopped the read option. I just keep forgetting to do the one step. I have like one job to do. I keep forgetting. Okay, so since it's flipped this time, we're going to flip the whole setup. So shift right, crash right, and we're going to make sure it's pass this time. Against Power O, that was pretty good. Or play action Power O. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Again, not something you're going to run like every play. It's just something to try and keep confusing them. Because the better... or to be a better blitzer, you want to throw in a whole bunch of things and never be the same. Because if you're the same, they're going to figure you out. So over is our next one. We're going to look at Trio Sky Zone. We're going to look at random play. Alright, so we're going to look at base line, crash line right, and then bluff blitz the right end, which is Buckner. And then that means Foster is now actually going to cover wherever you want him to. You do not want to cover the middle of Foster. You're only going to cover the immediate middle of Foster. But other than that, Buckner should be able to get there. Let's see. And everything was covered up and to where that was good enough. With a quarterback like Russell Wilson, he would have just ran it forward and got like 5 yards. It's annoying, but that's just the life of Madden. You gotta live with those kind of plays. Okay, so next play. We're still in 3-4 over. Where are you at? Yep. 3-4 over. And this next one is Sting Pinch Zone. Alright. Sting Pinch Zone, baseline press, crash line to either side, purple both outside hooks. So what we like to do is just purple both outside hooks and make it a fairly regular play. Oh, whoops. I did the wrong thing. Baseline press, crash D-line either side. So I'm doing outside. Purple. Purple. Yeah, Reed confused me for a second. I thought he was a different guy. Oh, I can't purple him no more? Man, that still confuses me. Alright. To do this, we're going to blitz Reed, and we're gonna actually purple Bowman. So I'm going to write that into the book. And it's funny when you write some blitzes, you're just like, oh yeah, we'll make it look like this. And then you don't realize that's a safety, and you can't purple him, because it's not the same concept as a different formation. Alright, so let's do that. And it got in. I mean, can't ask for more than that. He had like a 3-second window to throw, though, which is pretty good. I mean, if I had 3 seconds to throw in Mutt, oh my god, I'd be like one of the best players. Alright, so let's do, the next one is 3-4 bear, pinch dog 3. Let's do that. Alright, so our audibles are baseline press, crash D-line right, bluff blitz right in, which is, where are you, Buckner? Alright, so that's what we do, and we're going to user, where is my user? Okay, it's Ward. Okay, so we're using Ward, and this is the blitz. It's not getting in, because that was picked up beautifully. Man, how does that not happen to me in-game? I'm literally letting a CPU controller not move, and he gets perfect line protection. That's crazy. And if only I had that magical powers online. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So the next version of this is baseline, slide line right, pinch line down, and then blitz the right middle linebacker. Yeah, or what right middle linebacker? Oh, it's because yeah, my bad. Blitz the strong safety. Alright, and zone the left middle linebacker, which is this guy, who's already zoned, so we don't have to do anything about that. Yeah, I probably was looking at the wrong play when I was setting that one up, because this is what it looks like. The middle, you generally want to use your ward and try and take away the middle. He could have killed us with A, but I think the blitz saved that one, so there's a win every once in a while. So let's do Sam Mike 1. Where are you at, Sam Mike 1? Sam Mike 1. Okay, we're going to pinch the D-line. We're going to crash D-line right, and we're going to pass commit. The only other thing I would do on this play is maybe bluff blitz one of the this guy. So what's gonna happen is, since we bluff blitzed him, if Baldwin goes inside, that's basically him forcing him to jump the route. But if he goes outside, it's an instant win for Baldwin and could be a big play. Oh, I was still on him. At least it got in. Yeah, I think a Baldwin would have been covered right there if I didn't just accidentally stay on the user. Alright, so, and the final one is pinch 0, which is audible. Alright, we're going to flat the inside blitzing middle linebacker. Wait, what? Where's he at? Oh, he's hiding. There he is. Yeah, there he is. We flat him, so you have to put him on the purple first and then hard flat him. It's the only way to get hard flats. It's so weird that they made it this way. I missed last year's way of doing it. It made sense. But EA doesn't want to make sense, so whatever. User the guy on the halfback, and that's this guy. And then we're going to bluff blitz Carradine because he's the D tackle. And we're going to make sure we're in a pass play because I don't want to mess that up again. Alright, so it got picked up again. That's crazy. I got in and everything was covered, but since it was forward verts, but if that was something else, he probably got that completion. Man, what is happening? Am I like playing different difficulties? Why am I not stopping this? That's so strange. Because usually my blitzes get in better in practice mode, not worse. Because my blitzes work in game. That's so strange. Alright, cover 3 match. So our next formation's 4-4. We're going to do cover 3 match. And we're just going to... so the first way we run cover 3 match is... let's see. Base the line, press, spread linebackers, crash D-line out, or crash them right, doesn't matter. And blitz your linebacker. So I'm going to blitz the lobe. And very, very simple blitz right there. Just a simple 5-man rush. You just got some really nice pass rushers in that 5-man rush. Alright, so the next version is baseline press, spread linebackers, crash D-line out, spread the D-line, blitz both outside linebackers, and bluff blitz the right middle linebacker. So this is bound to get in. The problem is, obviously, they're going to easily, and I do mean easily, like throw it outside pass. So in order to stop these outside passes, we might want to do something as crazy as purpling both outside corners. We could do a, let's see, where do you go? No, alright, so you're going to stay blitzing. Am I able to put you in the flat? Yeah, so we're going to put Buckner in a flat. Maybe take that one flat away. And we'll do that, and then we'll move over the center. So that got in fine enough. I think he could have hit RB if he timed it perfect, but I think overall that was a solid pass rush. Monster Green's our next play. So Monster Green, where are you at? There we are. Random play. Alright, so we're going to blitz the right linebacker. So the roll. We're going to bluff blitz the lefty tackle. And we're going to purple this hook. Whoa, why is there 2 bluff blitzes? What am I doing wrong? Alright. Who's the zone? Who's bluff blitzing? Is it you? I gotta see this. Have I been seeing this play wrong forever? Oh, he is on a bluff blitz. Huh, you learn something new every day. I totally did not notice that. I thought, wait, now where is... Oh, okay, he's right here now. Okay, that's why. I was so confused. I was like, what happened? Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna blitz... Since the play's flipped, we're gonna blitz the lobe this time. Gonna bluff blitz the right D tackle. We're going to purple the hook, and then we're going to use the purple or the safety. So we're gonna use free safety and see how well this gets in. So maybe if I left the D tackle in, it would have got in, but overall I'm fine with that blitz because I was able to cover everything long enough, but it's just one of those things. I feel like these blitzes just work better in game. I can't explain why they're not getting in right now. Because, like, I know they work. I use them. It's just such a strange thing. Alright, so our next play is cover 2 invert. We're going to base the line. We're going to press. We're going to spread linebackers. We're going to crash the D-line out. And we're going to blitz the lobe. I believe this setup is actually a universal setup. I don't remember, but it sounds like a familiar setup. Like, because I think I did this on another one. So, yeah, let's try this out. And look, I surprised myself with a run again. So we're gonna go back to cover 2 invert, base line press, spread linebackers, crash D line out, blitz lob. I blitz roll, but whatever. It doesn't really matter which one you do. Alright, and make sure it's that. So it looks to be that one definitely got in, but if he threw it like a millisecond, maybe he probably would have got that deep post. Alright, so version 2 of cover 2 invert is base line, press, spread line, or spread linebackers, crash D line out, spread D line if you want, blitz both outsides backers. Let's see, next one is purple both middle linebackers. So purple, and put them into cloud flats if you want. And our major weakness in this formation or this setup is going to be Paul Richards, however you say his name. I'm just not in it today. If he's on a streak, that's gonna be a definite loss. Lockett on a streak would be a definite loss, and a slant to Graham would be definitely a loss. So we'll see if it gets in fast enough. And it was a run play. I really hate that. I thought I changed it already. All right, so back to QB invert or whatever. At least we're going and getting multiple showings of it. So baseline press, spread linebackers, crash D line out, spread line, blitz both outside linebackers, purple both middle linebackers. This is actually a really long setup, so it's probably not going to be something you're going to use a lot. And then yeah, so let's see how well this dual heat gets in. God damn it, did it again. I'm so like anxious to like get the blitz set up. I forget to like make sure it's a freaking pass. Baseline press, spread linebackers, crash D line out, spread D line, blitz both middle linebacker or both outside. Purple both you guys. User free safety. So it's a pretty good dual edge heat if you can set it up. It's just a really long setup. So yeah, it being such a long setup, you might not want to make it like your. If you want to use it, you're gonna have to practice it a lot so you can get that down like in a second. All right, so our next formation is the nickel. So just as I said earlier, our nickel is actually nickel normal, and it's gonna always have Jimmy Ward, who's our free safety 1, at nickel. So if you're gonna play man coverage at all in this playbook, you're gonna have to audible out of free safety 1 inside, because see, it's just a package that's preset for you. Or you just get a Jimmy Ward, Devin McCourty type free safety and you're fine. So that I like leaving the free safety inside on this playbook, especially with Jimmy Ward at safety. But there's a second package you can use on any play. So we're gonna go over to strong safety linebacker swap. It turns your nickel into a big dime. So it's not showing it here, but see, Eric Reed is now your middle linebacker 1, and Bowman went to middle linebacker 2, and it changed your defensive line into 4-3 personnel. So you have 2 defensive ends as your edge rushers and 2 D tackles as your interior. So that's something you're just gonna have to audible a lot, or sub players. So the reason I like doing that is just having Reed as a user is far better than having almost any linebacker, especially in Mutt. Because in Mutt, my strong safety is Rodney Harrison, so that's 89 speed at strong safety right there. If you have Landon Collins, that's another guy that's really fast. Any fast, strong safety is just an overpowered user. You won't even have to spend, like, you could get a guy as cheap as who's a fast strong safety. I guess if you put him out of position, there's the Maurice Alexander, the free safety. Put him out of position at strong safety, sub him in at free. You have an 85 speed guy for 20K. It's really overpowered. But let's go back to the regular version with the free safety 1. So just keep that packaging in mind. It's something that's really helpful. Yeah. All right. So let's get into the play. So Nickel Blitz 2 is our first one, and it's not as good as last year. Let's just start with that. It can be good in situations, but most of the time it can't. All right. So let me just get into the right spot in the playbook. All right. So version 1 for the Nickel Blitz 2, because there's a few versions, and the reason I like this the Arizona book more than the Ravens book at times is because of the Nickel Blitz 2. With its super failures, because inside zone, power O, any crosser, and any post will destroy Nickel 2. It's just kind of a matter of fact now. But yeah, if you use it right and you like set up your coverages right, you should be fine. It could be a good play still, just won't be as good. So let's base for our version 1. We're gonna base a line. We're gonna press, pinch D line, crash D line out. Zone your right of screen defensive lineman, which is Eric Armstead. I'm going to bluff blitz him, and we're going to hover over center with Bowman, and that's our blitz. And we QB contain if that's an optional. That's an optional audible. And let's see how much the run just destroyed us. So I really gotta stop. I gotta remember to change plays, but yeah, you know. All right, so baseline, press, pinch D line, crash D line out, uh, bluff blitz, user, and contain. So that's the play. See how it got picked up perfectly. That's like the main difference between this year and last year. Your halfback will just he picks up the nickel. So yeah, you can't use this play like you did last year. So you just gotta keep that in mind. So give me a second to get some water. Yeah, so what's the next edit? We're gonna 49 minutes. Yeah. Alright, so let's get back to it. Alright, so version 2 of this play is let's see, scroll down a sec. We're gonna flip the play. So we don't since the blitz is coming from the right, we're fine. I prefer it come from right. If the play starts flipped, it's fine. You can just do the setup backwards. It's gonna get in the same. So we base the line, we press, we pinch D line, we crash D line out. We're shifting the linebackers left. Notice how Reuben Foster just went onto the line as though he was a right outside linebacker. You're gonna blitz him, and now what happens is you have dual edge heat. Now, what's nice about this is it gets in still, even this year. I bet that's a run, because I forgot to set it again. So, at least we got the setup, and that you know the setup. Alright, so flip play, or yeah, base line, press, pinch D line, crash D line out, shift linebacker, blitz left. Alright, shift linebacker. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the reason we like this is dual edge heat will get in. The reason we don't like this is slants and drags can absolutely tear you apart. But if he's looking for a deep shot, say you're at the end of the game, just trying to get something. He's trying to just get something. It's a great blitz. I generally only use this kind of blitz on 3rd and long, just because if he gets a big play, at least it's not a touchdown. You know, you don't want to run this in the beginning of the game where he's still throwing posts and over the middle streaks. So there's that. Buck Slant Show 2 is our next one. We're going to base the line, show blitz, shift linebackers left. We're going to QB spy this guy. But I'm going to leave him blitz this time. because I have a different setup I like. QB spy him, and then we're gonna bluff blitz this guy, Reuben Foster, and we're gonna bluff blitz Buckner. So we're gonna move out Foster over here to the left tackle. You're gonna snap. You're still gonna use her Foster. Just don't dip right to Graham. And you got the blitz heat from Jimmy Ward. The nice part about having a free safety as your nickel blitzer is the hit stick will just demolish QB. Alright, so version 2 is spread line, crash out, hover over the middle, and then QB contain. That's it for that one. Yeah, it's not a great blitz, but if they're jittery in the pocket, it'll get in. Especially with that QB contain, just makes it faster. Next play is overload. Overload's the same as Bucks Show 2, just a slightly faster rush angle. It's really all I notice the difference in. I actually run overload a bit more. So we baseline, press, crash D-line out, spread D-line out, bluff blitz the far guy right over here. Bluff blitz him, and then repurple your lobe. Oh, we don't have to repurple lobe. Yeah, because the bluff blitz actually went somewhere we want it to. Alright, so we don't have to do that no more. User the middle linebacker. Yeah, and that's basically it for that one. And yep, got through. So that was good pressure. I like running this one on any third down, just like in general. I just like it. Alright, so cover corner 3 blitz. Corner 3 blitz, where are you at? Corner 3 blitz. Okay, so we base the line, press. We're going to blitz the nickel, which is Ward. We're going to spread the D line. We're going to crash out, and we're going to purple the free safety. And we're going to use our Foster and try and take away any deep route. So this is going to be dual edge heat. That was a screen, so that got in faster than it actually would. But dual edge heat will always get in. It's a matter of them not throwing the quick pass. So the next play is a universal setup. So let's do it out of cover 2, just stock cover 2. Baseline, press, spread D line, crash out, shift linebackers right. And the reason we do this is we want every play to look the same. So if you use this on like multiple different coverages besides the nickel blitz, you can leave it like this, so it's a max coverage. You can go ahead and blitz that linebacker, so it actually becomes a nickel 2. It becomes a nickel 2 with a little bit faster of a blitz since it's not nickel 2. But yeah, we'll show that again against an actual pass. So cover 2, baseline, press, spread line, crash out, shift linebackers, blitz linebacker, and then hover over center. So that actually probably works much better than any nickel blitz will, because it's not nickel blitz, and the halfback's probably not going to pick up the linebacker. He's probably going to double team someone else. So that's just something. There's a cover 6 in here. I like to run it just, or where is it at? Cover 6. Yeah, there's a cover 6. I run it with the universal setup, and then you just try and make them throw a bad pass. Alright, so there's also cover 1, which is my favorite play. Basically, just this, I call it cover 1 bay because this used to be my base defense. Now it's more of a situational. I'll run it on like second down or first down, if my opponent's in like a all or nothing passing situation. So it's a nice play still. Alright, so next play is nickel double A gap. It's the blitz nickel dog 2. Works just the same as nickel blitz, so I don't really need to go over it. Let's look at the other ones. Alright, dog 3, show 2. There's 2 different dogs. They both kind of get in the same. There's just different people blitzing. Baseline, press, crash D line out. Zone the right side linebacker. which is this guy. So we're going to bluff blitz him. We're going to zone the middle linebacker. So zone him. We're going to zone the left end, which is the right of screen. Alright, so we're actually, we're going to hook zone Mitchell, so bluff blitz him. And we're going to flat Lynch. And then that's how we're going to do the blitz. Sometimes I have to decipher what I set up. Like, what was I talking about? So that got him pretty well. Alright, so double A gap. Oh, 3-3-5 wide's our next one. Alright, 3-3-5 wide. Alright, so 3-3-5 wide, nickel 3-3-5 wide. Cover 4, show 2. So that's it. We're going to base align. We're going to press. We're going to crash defensive line left. We're going to blitz the nickel, which is Ward. We're going to buzz zone, or purple zone, which is going to call it. Purple zone, the right outside linebacker, which is this guy, right? Oh no, in this case it's actually this guy. So all we have to do is this. Yeah, you want a regular purple right there. Hook zone the right defensive end. So since it's flipped, we're hook zoning Buckner. So bluff blitz him to get the better hook zone. And then we're gonna man up the middle linebacker on whoever we think's gonna do it. So Sheldon Richardson. And we're going to user, say strong safety. And the blitz got in. I think a regular human would actually have been moving around the pocket, so that would have been a faster sack. Strong safety Sam 2 blitz. Oh man, my throat's starting to hurt talking. Strong safety 2 blitz. Yeah, Sam. Strong safety 1. Crash D-line left. Zone the right end. Oh, whoops. I was trying to put him on a pass and I snapped it. Okay, so let's try that again. Crash D-line left. Zone the right defensive end. And I'm doing this wrong again because the play's flipped. You always have to be aware of where the blitz is at, because if the play flips, you have to do it flipped. And it's so confusing. So crash the D-line left, zone the left, or it's actually crash right, zone Buckner. We're going to bring the strong safety down, who's already down, since this is a free safety instead of strong safety. And we're going to blitz the right side linebacker, which is actually a left side linebacker. And we're going to user free safety. So that got in. So that's a nice little blitz. We're gonna version 2, so it's on the correct side, so I don't have to confuse myself. All right, we're gonna hard flat the right side DN. Oh, so right side DN is Armistead. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I keep messing up my fucking formations. It's Rolb, or Loeb actually. Let me write that down. Loeb. Alright, so we're gonna flat him. We're gonna crash the right end. Oh, zone the right end. Wait, what? Where am I at? Am I lost? Oh, hard flat. Yeah, hard flat the Loeb, and then hover a yellow zone over the center. So by yellow zone, I just mean the guy on the halfback. So, yeah, it's just that. I think everything's covered. I think a real life person would have just outran it. Alright, so yeah, Sam will blitz. Next play is Sam will blitz. We're going to base align. Yeah, gotta call the play. Alright, so we're gonna base align. We're gonna crash defense alignment to the middle. We're going to move the middle linebacker over to left side of the screen D-tackle. So this guy, we're going to blitz him. And we're going to QB spy the right defensive end. So Armistead. What I'm actually going to do is bluff blitz him instead of QB spy. And we're going to user tart and see how that gets in. So got picked up. So that was good on their offensive line. So our next play is sent to me from a member from my Madden Community College group. His name is Mark Liu. Sorry if I got your name wrong, Mark. Let me know in the comments if I got it right. If not, I'm sorry. We're gonna base a line. We're gonna press. He says, beware the DB not being over the receiver, particularly against trips. I shift the line and crash towards the nickel. So the nickel's on the right side. So we're gonna shift and crash, and we're going to blitz the nickel, which is Ward. We're going to put the DN on the opposite side on a blitz. So he wants to put this defensive end in a zone spy. So I'm going to put him in bluff blitz because that's my new favorite thing this year. And we're going to QB contain, and that's the blitz. So let's put you in a spy. Alright, so that's the blitz. And what I'd probably add to this is if he stays in the pocket, hold R3 down so you send the bluff blitz. And I let a run play happen again. Man, I need like a second person to do this with me so I don't forget. Alright, base the line, press, shift line left actually. Crash left. Put the D end in a bluff blitz. And we're going to QB contain. And blitz the nickel. That's the third one. And QB contain. Alrighty. Let's do that again. So that nickel got right in, which is really nice. So good blitz mark. Really liked it. You're probably going to have some pretty good run stuffing with it because you're in 3-3-5. What happened? Yeah. So you have some okay run fits. Not great. Just okay. Okay, so big dime is our next one. We like the play. What's it called? Oh, double buzz. So, double buzz isn't really a blitz. I mean, you can blitz it, but it's not. So, usually I leave it alone, and all I do is put him on a hard flat, and then I user this side's guy, maybe spread the line, and then I'm taking away the right side and hoping it gets in before someone gets wide open like the halfback just did. And Lynch got in, so that was pretty okay. Let's see. Next one, out at same play, we're going to, since we're in a 2-back set, now we can blitz this guy. We can still do the zone for you. And then we're going to bluff blitz tart. Okay, I guess I can't bluff blitz tart. Well, let's bluff blitz ward. And let's user read and make sure if Lockett goes to the right, it won't be an instant win for tart. Alright, so. Yeah, I like that play. Wasn't great, but it was good enough to me. Okay, so under smoke is our next play out of big dime. It's an okay play. It's not great, it's just okay. So that's what it looks like stock. We're going to base the line, blitz all linebackers. We're going to crash D-line outside and QB contain if they're a mobile QB. And that is just a play begging for a slant. So I'm going to hook one of these guys and stay in them. So A definitely won there, but if he didn't see A for whatever reason, that blitz got in. Okay, so alright. Strong overload 3. That's our next one. Well, actually, I'm not really gonna go overload 3. It's exactly the same as the nickel one. So just do what you did with the nickel one. Slant zone 2. is actually our next one. So let's look at slant zone 2. Okay, so slant zone 2 is you're gonna zone the nickel. So the nickel is over. No, it's Bowman. Why is he in the nickel? Ah, here's the nickel. All right, we're gonna zone him. We're going to let's base the line press because this play looks weird right now. Okay, so we're gonna zone the nickel. We're gonna QB contain, shift line right, crash line right, and that's it. Probably bluff blitz Bowman or user Bowman. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, and just take away what you can. Hopefully something gets in. I'd say that play was effectively picked up, but it still gets in eventually. Problem is Russell Wilson could easily just run it. I've had a lot of problems online against Russell Wilsons and Cam Newtons. Alright, so let's play baseline press. We're going to keep the middle linebacker from moving. So instead of him motioning over, he'll be right here. Going to hook the right end, which is you. And we're going to hook our purple, the nickel. And then we're going to use our Bowman. And that's the play. It's kind of more of a max coverage than a blitz, to be honest, but the nickel still got in, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so the next play was set to me again by my one of the MCC's members, Mark Liu again. So kudos on Mark. So slant zone 2. I don't know why I can't say it. I've just been using it. Base the line, pinch your D line, your edge rush. Oh, he means crash out. Okay, yeah, edge rush means crash out. QB contain, and then user your dime back, which is. Am I Eric Reed right now? Yeah, I'm Eric Reed. And that's it. And let's see how it gets in. I like how that gets in too. Buckner and the nickel got pretty good pressure. It got picked up eventually, but what blitz can't get picked up? Alright, so cover 3 bluff is the next one. Cover 3 bluff, random play. Alright, so the reason we like cover 3 bluff is we have max coverage, or we have a regular coverage. The only difference is we're going to have better pass rush because just is. So what we like to do is we keep the linebacker from moving. So keep him right here before that guy moves over. And then you're going to hook the right end. So you're going to put Buckner up here. So let's actually bluff blitz him so he goes correct spot. We're going to turn purple clouds into flats. And that's it. And then user Bowman on whoever you want. So let's take that. It gets in eventually. Another way you can do that is literally probably the most straightforward way to run this play. Shift, crash, and then do that. That's literally it. And look how fast it got in as a stock play. So never doubt some of these plays as their stock because they can just work. There's no reason they can't. Okay, so what we're gonna do on this play. So big dime 1-4-6 is our next formation. Cover 3 sky. We're gonna the max coverage setup is going to be hard flat, and then we're going to purple read. We're going to what's the next part? Yeah, purple read, and then purple the left inside the linebacker. So since the play's backwards, we're gonna purple him, and then we're gonna bluff blitz Armistead, and we're gonna user Foster. And yeah, this is just the max play setup, so max coverage setup. So it's gonna get destroyed by runs. But at least at the end of the games, and end of games when you're up by a lot, you're probably going to annoy your opponent. So the next way to run this play is you're going to shift the D-line left. You're going to blitz, crash him left. You're going to blitz the left middle linebacker. Why are my plays not working? Huh, that's weird. I was getting no options to do anything. Cover 3 sky. Alright, so, yeah, let's get back to the ebook. Alright, so the blitz, since the nickel blitz is going from the right side, we're going to shift the D-line right, we're going to crash right, and we're going to blitz Bowman, and that's the blitz version. So all you're going to see, the blitz is going to get in, since it's basically just nickel blitzes the last year. Which makes me really think they nerf specifically the blitz, nickel blitz. So that's fine. That's a fine play. The Oki rolls, I'm not really gonna go over these. They just work. Let's see where they at. See the Oki rolls. Yeah, all these plays. The only thing I suggest on these plays is maybe try and stop players from moving into position. So you just want them to not look like the plays you're running, and they should get fine pressure. Sting Blitz 2. Let's do that one. Alright, so leave stock is fine. And yeah, everything was covered fine. Alright, so Blitz 2, or version 2 is we're gonna blitz the left side linebacker. Blitz the left side linebacker, that one. And then we're gonna zone the right blitzing middle linebacker, which is Bowman. So let's do that. And then we're going to just run the play like that. We're gonna take everything over the middle. This play was definitely picked up, so whoever my opponent was would have definitely diced me up. Alright, so version 3 is we're gonna blitz both outside linebackers, zone one middle linebacker, and then bluff blitz the D tackle. So that is a run. So I don't know how I called a run play. I thought I hit. So let's try that again. Blitz all. Do that. And that's it. Got it in pretty quick. I like when it gets in quick. Alright, let's see. Spinner's the next one. Spinner dog 3. Spread the linebackers. Alright, so spread linebackers, move the right blitzing middle linebacker closer to the line. He's already closer to the line, so it's fine. Bluff blitz the D tackle and bluff blitz him. So let's see how that gets in. And that got him fine. Alright, so DB Sting is our audible. Purple the left nickel. So that's Jimmy Ward. Bluff blitz the rolled, which is Lynch. And then user the safety or the rolled. So since there's no safety manned on a halfback, we're using the rolled. And it's picked up. So yeah, that's a win for the Seahawks. So that play gets in. It's definitely one of those ones that you're gonna run maybe once if you run it. Alright, so overload seam's our next one, and I think that's actually our last one. Yeah, so overload seam's the last one. So not the biggest play to go out on an ebook, but whatever. Yeah, so overload seam, I love this play. I love to bluff blitz the guy that's seems unimportant, like this guy. So we bluff blitz Thomas. We're gonna user Bowman. Let's re-blitz the Rolb so he actually gets in. See that? Nickel got in quick enough. All you want, that's all you can ask for, really. You can leave it stock. It should get in fine. And yeah, got in fine. This is just one of those plays I love using third and long. It helps you out. So that's been Tim from Madden Community College. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what video book you want to see next. 46 playbook will happen eventually. I'm in no real hurry to do that one since it's unavailable in Mutt right now. But I still could do it, have it ready, and then once that book drops, I'll have a ebook ready for it. Next offensive ebook is up to you guys, so leave a comment. That's your vote. I'll pick the most popular one. Right now it's looking like Cardinals, but if you have any others you want to see, let me know. And that's it. Check out the Packers book I just put out. Packers and Arizona defenses are what I'm currently running in Mutt right now, so yeah, let me know how you like these offenses and defenses. Yeah, and keep in mind that not every blitz is always going to work. This ebook is more of a strategy of using multiple blitzes to try and fool your opponent. So yeah, that's been it. Alright, so see you later. This has been Tim from Madden Community College. Have a good day.